Okay, this is Carburettorman on another video in my series of videos about fitting side drafts to a Golf. This is a set of side drafts that I serviced today, and I fitted it to a Mark II Golf. There's many ways that you can actually do the linkage. You can do the linkage from this side and put your cable on this side. In this particular case, it was welded, the part of the Golf linkage onto the balancing linkage of the carburetor. Very important with these installation, you can see at the back, the last one cannot take a trumpet or a ram tube because the brake booster is in the way. So you can only have 3. So with a Mark II you have very little space. You can go a little bit more. I think that's a 35mm. You can go more, but then you're going to restrict some of the airflow. So this is one of the conversions. You're always sitting with a problem with a brake booster. With a Mark III Golf, you actually have to, that mounting, you have to lift the engine up. Put a spacer under the mounting, or under the engine mounting, to get the side draft to actually fit in. You can see the Mark II, it just about makes it. Okay, so this is a set of 40 Webers on the Golf Mark II. The linkage is makeshift. I welded the bracket. The original bracket was welded. Very easy to make the linkage. If you don't make the linkage properly, you'll never get the car to idle smooth. You'll never get it to rev out nicely and the revs to come down fast. This is a very cheap return spring, normally about 11 bucks. But a return spring will ensure that your car is always idling on the same spot. Otherwise you have continuous erratic idle when you get to the stop street. This particular Weber carbs has got the oil, the petrol fitting on the side. Some of them comes from the top. So yeah, you can see there is still a lot of restriction here for the fuel flow. What I normally do is I take that off. The holes inside here, the small holes, I make them bigger with a drill bit. And I even drill this to increase my fuel volume, so there's less restriction for fuel flow. All these things is when you really want to pull out the power on the high RPMs, you do things like this. So you open it up, you make the holes bigger, make sure that the fuel flows easier to the needle and seat which sits inside here. Fuel pump, mechanical fuel pump is not good enough. My suggestion with a fuel pump, the best is to use a fuel injection pump with a return valve or fuel pressure regulator that will send the rest of the pressure back to the tank. So you need about 0.3 bar. A fuel injection car uses 2 to 3 bar. Carburetors only wants 0.3 bar. But it wants a 3.3 bar all the way there all the time. So to get your fuel supply quicker to your carburetors, either increase the diameter of your pipes, increase your pressure. It's you got to play around with it. But with the fuel pressure gauge, you can see where your problem lies. Normally when you get to first gear, you will see that it pulls out nicely. Then second gear, you can only pull out to, let's say first gear you pull 7. Second gear, 6.5, third gear, at 5 you start breaking down, fourth gear, you know that's a problem for the fuel getting into the float bowls. So yeah, let's, I've tuned this carburetors, turn the key for us, let's hear. So let me just give you a bit of a, and that is how they must start. You don't give no petrol. This is a set that I've tuned. This is a set that I've tuned and balanced. as you can hear, the return is immediate. I'll do it one more time for the guys that love the sound. Okay, so as you can hear, that is what you call a nicely tuned set of carbs. This is a standard motor, by the way, standard cam. We can ask the driver here, what have you done to the engine?
I've only done pistons, 40 tau, and light and fly with a button clutch.
Standard head,
Standard.
no standard cam,
Standard.
just a branch. So there we've got just a branch, and I just fitted the carb frame. And that is first time. This is how a set of side drafts must be on a standard Golf. Just turn the key one time here for these disbelievers. Okay, that is no petrol. It's the guy standing outside the car starting, and I'm just gonna give you the first rev. Check at this guy's face. That is the smile of a happy guy. Okay, thank you for watching.